Alright, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to KEEM Vlogs. And as you see on the title, it's gonna be my 2 months review on the Lumix S9. And it gone so quickly, to be honest. So I took it on my second trip. So the first trip, I had this when I did my first impression. I actually went down to San Diego, and there it was raining, and then I got one sunny day to basically take photos and videos with the camera, get to know it a little bit better. And it was kind of like the same thing again when I took it down in Zion for the holidays. It was raining and then just a little bit sunny, and then it started raining and overcast again. But it handled everything well. And you're also probably wondering, and maybe I should address that thumbnail. So when I was down in Zion, I put my tripod down, and I guess it wasn't stable enough. I wasn't really paying attention because I was also holding this camera. And it was just me basically just not paying attention. And of course it tipped over and literally laid flat on this rock straight on like this on the lens. And I'm like, no, picked it up and looked at it. Of course, it's a mess. And then I took off the ND filter because I also have a bloom filter after my, before my ND filter, and then the lens, and it protected it perfectly. So thank goodness. This is why I rock a filter with all of my lenses. Like right here I have a UV filter on this Voigtlander right here, just because for that reason. You just never know what's gonna happen. You can get scratches on your lens or whatever. But let's get back to my 2 months review on the Lumix, and I've been loving this camera. I am glad that I chose this camera over my other choice, which was going to be the Osmo Pocket 3. I've seen a couple of videos. My friends also sent me some videos about the Osmo Pocket 3, and the videos they took with it was amazing. But for the most part, it was amazing due to with great lighting. And I think that is, of course, where smaller sensors do have a problem, is when it's not the best lighting, if it's not sunny outside. When it's overcast, of course, the sharpness and just the colors is going to be less vibrant than how it is with the Lumix S9. It's a full frame. So, of course, the sensor is a lot bigger than Osmo Pocket 3. And the IBIS on this as well, that's what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to vlog, hold it up with the Osmo Pocket 3. And also you could pocket that. With this, of course, you're not going to be able to pocket it. I'm able to put it in my camera bag, or with the 18 to 40 millimeter lens that I have, the kit lens that came with the camera body, I could actually fit that into my bigger jackets. And that's what I did whenever I was out there in Zion as well, while I was carrying my other camera for photos. And getting back to the IBIS part, when I'm walking around or even just panning with it, even in the shuttle ride, bus ride, or at the hike, whenever I'm just wanted to capture wherever I'm at, just panning through, it's amazing. The IBIS is ridiculously good. I've had pretty good IBIS from other cameras as well, but this is just amazing. And this very small, compact body as well. It's ridiculous. I think it's the best feature the Lumix has as well. And as far as my LUT, so I did release the Film Vibes LUT. If you need that, it's down in the description below. And it also comes with my preset pack, and I'm working on another LUT right now, and each LUT that I do come out with, I'm just going to keep updating that, so you don't got to keep buying my presets and LUT. It's all just in that Google Drive, and I'll keep updating that throughout the years, so it's just a one-time purchase. But the LUT has been amazing. The feature is so clutch. It reminds me so much of my Fuji every time. It used to be my travel camera, the X100V and the X-T5. And it's amazing because I could just take photos, videos of my friends. And if they want it that night of, I don't have to go ahead and edit it that same night. I could literally just send it to them, and the colors was already good straight out of camera. It's the same exact thing with this LUT system that the Lumix have. And it's so underrated because you could literally pair this with the photos and the videos, and you have the same exact colors in between. There's no inconsistency into the content that you would want to put out. And I believe the Lumix S9 is really catered to content creators, especially if you are going to be doing YouTube like I am right now. If you're going to be doing TikTok and you don't really know how to color grade just yet, you could just get any, they have great creators as well on the app. Shout out to Chris. He's on the app, and the Luts that they create on there, you could just download it. They're free as well. So you just download that, try it out for yourself. Another YouTuber, his name is Ross, and his JPEGs, he also got great Luts in the app that you guys could just freely download, and people need to take advantage of this and use it for short form content. I believe like it could literally step up from you using your iPhone, using the Osmo Pocket 3. I believe that S9 is, I recommend this to a lot of people. So what were the features that was a drawback for me that I think there was going to be a con when I was getting this, but now I don't really see it as such? And of course, it was going to be the EVF. That was one of the major thing. And it's because, like I said, I'm a photographer first. So I was thinking I would also like to take photos with this, and then the mechanical shutter. And I slowly, after the first month, I was still kind of, I wouldn't say dreading it, but it's like, I wish it really did have this. Maybe the Lumix S9 II would have it. But more so, it's not a deal breaker for me anymore. I mean, of course, I did get it, and I did have a chance, of course, to return it if I didn't like it. But there's no way that I'm going to be returning this camera now. But I don't really feel the need for the EVF since I am using it for mostly video. And mechanical shutter is still a bit of a con for me, just because when I do take photo with this, just not having a mechanical shutter is that feeling, it's that user experience basically whenever you're taking photo. I know that might be different for other people, but it's just a different feeling. So let's say for my camera right here, this is what I take to take photos, and just that mechanical shutter sound. My GFX 50R as well, that was amazing. It was buttery smooth. Like, I love that whenever I'm taking photos. It's just a little thing, I guess. It's like a personal thing that I do like. I did take photos with this camera as well when I was in Zion, just because I know the colors that I'm going to get with that LUT is going to be amazing, and it could pair well, of course, with the videos that I'm taking. And the feeling, of course, is not going to be the same as me taking a photo with my other camera, but when I transfer it out to my phone, it feels like that already. Like, it's the images, like, it produces so good straight out of camera. It's amazing. And you could even edit it further in Lightroom. I wouldn't suggest editing it a lot because, of course, it's not raw. It's going to be JPEG coming out. I do find the JPEG on the Lumix, it's not with the baked in LUT. I mean, that already does wonders. And all you have to do is literally just the first page of the Lightroom. If you're editing on there, just mess with a little bit with the contrast, even a little bit of the white balance. But that's about it, really. All right, so I never fully really owned a video camera, just because I do love taking photos, and just the videos on the side, like when I had my X-T5 and X106, it was a second thought for me. And I don't really like taking videos as much as I do now, of course. And I feel like ever since I got this camera, it's a must now everywhere I go. And I know there is a lot of other cameras out there that does hybrid, but I've tried hybrids before, but for me in general, I like having a dedicated video camera, and I also have a dedicated photo camera. Like per se, like the X-T5, it has IBIS. You could take videos with it as well. And if you have the lens, you could have an OIS on there. You could take great videos with that, and also take great photos with it as well. You have the EVF on there. You got the mechanical shutter that I'm talking about. It's great all around. But the Lumix S9, what it excels to me with the video is just how much smoother it is. From what I noticed when I look back into my X-T5 videos to what I have now, and maybe also is because I know a lot more things about video now and just how I want my videos to look, so that could be it as well. But just having the Lumix S9 kind of inspires me to take a lot more video and inspire me to learn more about it, dig into it, and work with my composing with video. Before the S9, I had a Sony ZV-1 and I never really used that camera unless I'm doing my YouTube head talk. I never take it out with me in my travels at all. Nothing. So with the S9 now, that literally changed how I travel. Basically, I take this camera with me. I even take a tripod with me like I did out there in Zion, and it was fun. And I truly starting to enjoy taking videos now on par with taking photos with my camera whenever I'm out traveling. So with the Lumix S9, do I recommend this camera, and who should I recommend this camera for? And I already touched base on this video, and it is catered towards content creators. Like if you do short form video, even long form videos, it's perfect for YouTube, and it's perfect for BTS shots. Like whenever I'm out in my travel, is the perfect camera to travel because it's such a small compact camera. You could have it in a tripod. You could even get a smaller tripod because the weight in itself is non-substantial to the weight, of course, of other video cameras out there if you gotta lug around bigger full frame cameras, especially now that they have the 18 to 40 millimeter lens. I believe this is so perfect for a lot of videos, even just talking head YouTube videos, which you could do with a lot of different cameras, but it's just so versatile to have the Lumix S9. This catered as well toward, I believe, TikTok people that does fit checks or just want to level up their video game. Just pick up a Lumix S9, get one of the Luts. If you don't know how to work it yet, you could even tweak that LUT to your liking in camera and then just straight up shoot with it, and you don't really have to edit it much because it's already baked into the camera. And that is one of the reasons why I truly love this camera. It's not more so that I'm lazy, it's a lot more convenient that way, and it's a lot less time for me to edit stuff and just be out there taking more videos, you know. I do think that Lumix need to do a little bit better with their advertisement, because when I was shopping around for a video camera, I always knew about the Lumix S9, but it wasn't that appealing to me. So I don't know what it was really with their brand, because sometimes with advertisement, it kind of gets you hooked into it. And that's something I think that Lumix need to get better at, is more so just pushing their cameras out there and showing it to the right audience, because I don't think the audience that this camera is for is getting the notice that it should receive, because this camera is so great for a lot of people. And I know there's a lot of people out there that I would recommend this camera for, and every time I do recommend it, they just don't know really anything about this camera. And then most of the time they do get let down with it not having an EVF. And a lot of my friends, of course, are photographers, so they are looking into that. But these just got to shift into, this is mostly for video as well, that takes really great photo images on top of that. And I just think that Lumix need to do better with their advertising and just like the target audience for the Lumix S9. And lastly, this camera basically made me a better person to take videos now. I wouldn't call myself a videographer or anything like that at all, but did it make my work any better? And I would say yes. And it's two things. First is because it inspires me to go out and take more videos with it. I got a lot of reps, I got a lot of practice. I learned a lot inside out of this camera. I went into the settings and tweaked it to how I like it and how I would use it. And the second part of it, of course, is just upgrading to a much better video camera, which is this, a full frame video camera. And those two things definitely did help make my videos a lot better now. And it got me into my creative zone now, since I know I have this tool with me that could basically produce the vision that I have with this camera. But well, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next